McMaster get going here. So, here's Space Pirates and Zombies 2.
Element 126.
It just came out this week.
Res. It was the answer to everything. A transmutable element with the power to unlock the secrets of the universe. It gifted humanity everything there was to know about space-time and how to enslave it. Res triggered an explosion of technological advancement. Mankind spread to the far reaches of the galaxy, growing exponentially in numbers, along with the reliance on Res. The United Terran Alliance was founded to control the countless population. Eventually, they sought to ration the use of Res.
Me too, that's just how I do.
As supplies thinned, conflict arose. An epidemic of fortune-seeking miners forced their way to the galactic core, where resin was most abundant. Eventually, the primary Res source was discovered. All Res stemmed from a sinister and timeless energy being, a being awakened by the use of Res. They had sprung an ancient and recursive trap, Res being the bait no budding civilization could possibly ignore.
Well, it's so good.
Corruption spilled outward into the stars, twisting the biological matrix of all it touched, integrating it into machines. Mankind's own technology, their own dead, had begun to turn against them. For years they struggled to survive against a flood of abominated metal and flesh. Billions were lost to the infection, only further feeding the expanding corruption. In spite of hopeless obliteration, the very fabric of life itself arose to fight the dark entity. As a race, humanity came together for a single purpose. In some twisted way, they had found peace. Peace, however, does not last.
Zombie peace.
People fell back into their self-minded ways. Humanity turned inward in a scramble for the remaining Res, which now could no longer be renewed. As the UTA lost its control over the galaxy, they collapsed the entire Warpgate network beyond any hope of salvage. Human ingenuity, it turns out, knows no captivity. A resin-based drive was developed, allowing more direct travel anywhere in the galaxy. The Void was reborn as a wild, untapped, and lawless frontier. As years pass, piracy and skirmish battles rage. Precious Res the prize. Raw worlds are recklessly colonized and disputed by legions of makeshift starships. An entire ecology of nomadic drifters emerged, endlessly recycling the wrecks of constant war. All the while, the nearly forgotten saviors of the galaxy tirelessly struggle to exterminate the last remnants of the infection.
I didn't play much of the first one. I had it, but I just didn't play much of it.
It seems like, yet again, you dimwits have flown my ship headlong into an infested region. That is the third time this week. 6 million forms of communication, and I'm yet to find one that can articulate how moronic you fools are. Computer, power up the weapons and shield emitters. The doctor
I know
is
what you
in.
mean. Yeah, it was, Chapper says, I didn't like the field of view in the first one. Couldn't see any enemies until you were right on top of them. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. It could be kind of difficult in this one, too, a little bit, but not terrible, I mean. I think this one has its own different challenges to deal with. However, it is colorful. Oh, these guys want it. Gotta shoot these guys down. my feelings. Well, I guess in the hole. So. Oh, the other game on the single player. What? Oh god, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it though. It was one that I got because I thought I was going to be more into it than I ended up being. I'll put it that way. Because I don't know. There's several games that I probably should actually go back to. You know, I might not have given them a fair shake at the time. Rogue Galaxy, that's what it is. Yep. That's exactly what it is. I couldn't get into it for some reason. But I should go try it again. You know, sometimes something just doesn't click with you because, I don't know. It's just the time. You know. Oh Lord. Ramming speed.
Super kill.
I like super kills. I'm a fan. Yeah, I like Everspace, man. Sarah loves Everspace. She really likes the Oculus implementation. A new expansion came out. I need to grab that for. I actually need to recalibrate my Oculus because my sensors have moved a little bit. And last time I was using it, like the grid was a little nuts. I mean, you don't really have to worry about that so much when you're using it seated, but I'll have to recalibrate it before I do any room scale stuff. So, like, this is the very beginning of the campaign.
Mega kill.
So the Oculus is pretty good. I like mine a lot. It doesn't really give me headaches.
Level 13 is truly the bane of my existence.
Carl,
you know,
seriously? Do you realize
that glasses thing
suffocated on the lower decks
is
because
overblown?
You routed power from life support to play
Sarah and I both wear glasses, and we can wear them in the
imbecile.
Oculus.
They gave their lives for the greater good. A scientific mind must stay active, or it would wither and wrinkle. I'll boil.
Man, we both have pretty wide
ocean.
frames, so
I'll irradiate a whole litter of Narlakian pups. I'll divide by a zero if I have to.
Depends on the way your face is shaped. You know, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think
Those
some people
implants
could
are
have a
really
lot of
like a man
problems
sick
with
of
it,
a
though.
melon. Elsa, he is a liability if we keep him on board.
Let me think. The longest.
Please refrain from sneaking up
No,
on another living
not
creature
for me.
like that. Do you not realize the horror people have to endure every time they look at your face? You are fortunate I did not inadvertently dismember you in a panic-induced
only game
frenzy.
that made me feel weird
Everyone, shut up! To the bridge,
was
right now.
Dirt
Anyone not
Rally
in
was
30
kind of
seconds
strange to me.
is getting vented into space.
And it wasn't that bad. It's just that you're driving and you're going, and it's like everything's fine for the most part, except when you like drop real fast or something. I kept expecting my stomach to lurch and it didn't, and that was kind of like a weird disconnect. Other than that, most of the stuff's pretty fine. Like, I've played hours of Super Hot VR, played hours of Robo Rally or Robo Recall, not Robo Rally. So I don't know. It's got its it's got its moments. But what the heck? Oh.
Well, I'm glad to see everyone was able to get up at the crack of noon to work towards sustaining our survival. Let me present to you all the garbage dump we'll be sifting through this afternoon. Yes, most of this is useless junk. Yes, this is utterly pathetic, but what choice do we have?
This ain't no way to treat this here metal mother. The lady deserves better. Let me be snapping on something fresh. He might not be the best candidate to operate the tractor prototype. Keep in mind that Carl built this thing, so it goes without saying that it's dangerous. I'd hate to have come all this way just to have Mackenzie rip us apart like a rabid chimp with Carl's untested toys.
Huh.
You know how those two can be.
Oh, I do know.
I don't really care who does what, but we need to jump on this opportunity to expand the mothership. That core module will give us some elbow room, or those wings will give us some much-needed firepower. Let's get those modules fitted so we don't have to listen to each other breathe anymore.
Please pay close attention to the moving picture feature film show. You will be subjected to standardized testing following this demonstration.
Uh-huh. Okay. Where must
What exactly do you think you're doing? Stop leaning on that overhead projection like a crutch. This isn't some archaic, top-down space shooter we're playing here. This is real, brutal, kitten-eating life we're talking about. Join the rest of us down here in reality.
Our omnilithium capacitor is now tapped out.
Oh.
I've devised a method to simply eject the spent cell while fabricating a new one out of surrounding space dust. Do not ask me how it works, or why it makes sense. All that you need to know is that you will be unable to fire the ship's weapons while the new cell is being installed.
Okie dokie. Reload. Good lord.
All right, I'm bringing the weapons online. If that is indeed what you want to call this garbage.
Oh, that's
Blast
it.
open some of these containers. Maybe we can find something to eat that won't make our hair fall out.
I have decided that it would be best if basic resource towing was left up to the ship's computer. These items are too fragile to be handled by Neanderthals. It brought me great pain to watch you struggle with the tractor beam.
Mm-hmm. Well, engine's online though, so got that going for us. Got some goons, you know? It's nice to have goons. What the hell's even going on here? It's really far away. Makes me sad. Uh-oh. Sure. Go, Rez, hey.
Please assimilate and perform the following diagnostic tests on the kinetic shield system.
Oh.
Your life and my hull may depend upon it.
opens up. Cool. Charge up. Oh.
All modern space-capable engines come equipped with special regenerating boost capacitors. Please practice making rocket go fast now.
Okay. Shift.
I have to say I'm impressed.
Me too,
You're
man.
all able to lace this thing back together without eating each other.
Hmm.
The only thing that remains is to test the res drive. Mackenzie, start the pre-flight procedure.
From scotch and caviar to beers and tears, how is it that Jameson is the only other one with ambition to dig out of this dung heap? Just cook those bloody engines up and lay in a course for somewhere that isn't here. Please.
Alright. Sounds cool. To star map. Alright.
Welcome to the Super Ultra Star Map 9000. This holographic interface will allow you to scan all known galactic entities, plot mothership destinations, and communicate with other ships and starbases. Please practice untethered exploration now.
Now, what the hell is up with the face on that thing? It's like a bizarre looking AI. Well, whatever. Time moves only when you move. I like that. All transportation, mining, harvesting, communication is done via the star map. Take your time playing your actions, explore a new territory. Push right mouse button to set a destination on the map. Use mouse wheel to adjust zoom level. Alright. Okay.
Game saved.
Oh. So, wow, that's kind of big. That's us, right?
While I don't even trust my own office chair
Wait,
these
no,
days,
that's not us.
let me be the first to admit that we can't survive out here without the help of others. We should
Okay.
consider trading goods and supplies with people, rather than trading insults and bullets. If a hostile confrontation cannot be avoided, then we should consider taking off. We don't have to fight every lemon that looks at us the wrong way.
Why?
In
Trade.
an effort to curb interplanetary diseases, just about all our traded goods now have to go through this hands-off filtered interface.
Okay.
Nobody can stab you in the back or shoot you in the face using an interface like this. Just configure the deal, and the autoloaders should take care of the rest.
Part description. Okay. Blue blah blue blah. Okay. Okay. So this guy. Never mind, I guess. I mean, does he not have anything? Okay. Can I go to it? Or that's... Oh, no, you have to... Okay, you have to get to a certain point, so what does it want me to do here? Alright, fine. Just what you want. Whoa.
All right, we're mobile. If you are all thoroughly satisfied, we can finally get on with it. We still have stickies out there, not to mention a laundry list of equipment we need before we can do anything about them. Time is of the essence, and we've wasted so much of it already.
As anxious as I am to find a so-called sticky, we have not encountered one for many cycles. The ship does not yet have a nacelle to stand on. Therefore, we need to scout more easy opportunities to exploit.
Sure, man. The hell is that? Yeah, no joke, right? That is totally a space hipster. Just
Why are you touching me?
What is even going
I kinda
on
wanna
there?
cut you.
Ah, screw it. Let's do it.
Thanks for nothing.
Dude, I have guns.
I try
right?
not to
Oh.
start fights I can't win, but everyone makes mistakes. It's not beneath me to use one of those silly failgates if the situation should call for it.
Failgate?
Just remember, we're going to have to dump some cargo and leave our strike craft behind if we do so.
When you're a space pirate, there's no such thing as over-excess routing. You're right, Ambersley. Yeah, straight to it. Okay.
Shields offline. Shields offline.
I'm not doing great. Why is there this other jerk shooting me? Oh, that's a lot better. Okay. I would have killed the little jerk. Oh, no. No, I still got a big jerk to deal with. This isn't good, is it? Come on, work out. I don't know what these things are, but I'm gonna go at them. Got some armor. I'm gonna use my stupid. Oh wow, really? Oh, perfect. Yeah, I guess I gotta get out of here. I don't particularly know. Is that? Oh, shoot, crap. Yeah, that seems bad. Really bad.
Maybe you should go back. It's really bad.
I don't even know what the heck to. Oh, wreckage.
Apparently your
Oh,
intestines are so long that if you strung them up end
What?
to end, you'd probably die. This here metal mother doesn't like to loot the dead. But what need do they got for intestines?
Alright. That guy can stop doing that. Scavenge.
Imaging successful.
If you want to avoid joining the overexperience, you should do whatever you can. So, is there a reason to scavenge again? Yeah, I mean,
Imaging successful.
I think that's probably it, though, right? I don't know. What level are we? 0. See, that seems accurate. That's a start. Let's
Though
go.
I am completely disgusted by the idea of cooperating with others in a fashion that implies intellectual equality, it often cannot be avoided. Just try not to get extorted too severely.
You know, now let's see if there's any fun salvage. The rear master. Symbol ship. I mean, do we get to do any other...
While the tractor
Whoa.
beam is an effective emergency repair tool, you seem more interested in using it to fling trash about the void for no apparent reason. As long as we are in an assembly-safe area, free of any ships and stellar objects, we can program the ship's computer to reconfigure itself. Just click, close your eyes, go to sleep, and all the hard work will appear to complete itself.
I mean, I don't... What the hell? Yeah, I don't... I mean... Wait. How does... I'm just gonna have the... Alright, I can do that. Hold on. Alright. Level 3. I just want to kill a guy and take his stuff. Is that so much to ask, really? It's not that much to ask. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta scoot into a new area. Hey, wait. Go there. Billion-dollar structures that maps around the entirety of stars that it can make a huge mess and start set up stroke and blow up. I'll have to come back once it's ripe, I guess. Which is a strange, you know. Ah, some res. We'll want that, right? And some more, I guess, people. The hell? We're just gonna go over here, and this guy is gonna leave me
I'm
alone.
calling it. We need to shift our focus back to more pressing needs.
We do?
Everyone on board is expected to understand that the mothership takes priority over everything, including our very lives. To that effect, Mother needs to be fed. If we can't find what she needs, we die along with her.
Oh.
If we cannot trade for what we need, we'll have to take it by force. As cruel as it is, that's just life.
I see fit to enlighten everyone that every action on board consumes something. Don't let these critical supplies run dry. I've gone to the effort of labeling all viable extraction points, as well as indicating when they are ready for harvest. I have also color-coded human selfishness, so you are aware if any other faction claims ownership of these areas.